Okay, welcome to the SWTOR Commando PvP Road to 100, what should have been stream number 2. As you may or may not have realized, I had some upstream connection issues tonight, and so instead of being able to stream, I'm just recording this. So hopefully you'll get a chance to watch it. But we do have some good news in our quest for 100 Valor. They fixed the glitch, so now we've got the following additional rewards will be granted 200% Valor. So that is working, and so we'll see how far we can get. So we're starting tonight at 148,820, and then we will see how far we get. We should be able to get to 93, and then from 93 to 100 we will keep track of how many matches it takes. In doing some of the figuring, it's going to be close. We'll have to kind of see how well we do tonight to see if we're going to make it to 100 in this 10-day span of double Valor. So that is the plan. As always, we will be blocking chat just so that nothing goes out that I don't have control over. And let's see how far we're going to get. So let's fire this up. It's going to be a little different in that I will be talking to myself and not to anybody in the chat. So I will just try to keep some commentary up on what's going on in the matches and such. If you watched our last one, you're going to see that we finally got our Yavin PvP match in, which means we've actually gone from 0 to 20%. We got all of the pretty easy achievements in one match, and now you're starting to see things like, you know, 10,000 damage for 10 matches, 25 matches, and 50 matches. Same thing in healing. We haven't died 10 times, thankfully. Total kills, getting up to 500 kills there. Total damage, same thing, getting 400,000. Again, it just happens from match to match. This one might be a little bit tougher to do on my non-healing commando, so I might have to convert over to heals for a while to get that one. And then we've got a total kills here, which we knocked out a 25 kill match. So now it's just a matter of just grinding them out. Alright, let's go ahead and pop our Valor and our CXP boosts, and we will start this adventure. So my hope when I started this or planned this series was to get done. I was hoping to do about a level a day. We're gonna have to see what kind of progress we make tonight. Based off of my initial calculations from last night's no double Valor stream, I'm not sure if we're gonna make it. So I might have to do some recalculations on that particular goal, but we will wait and see. This is interesting. I just saw an ancient hypergate end, and I think last night we went 3.5 hours and didn't see one ancient hypergate, so that's interesting. We saw just about everything else. I don't think we saw ancient hypergate, and I might have been the only one that we didn't get, because I think we got a Navarra coast right at the end, but I can't remember. I have no idea what the competition looks like tonight, so we are either going to walk into a wall of death or have some good matches. Either way, again, our goal is to just get as much Valor as we can, so we will see how things go. It's kind of weird. I've kind of gotten accustomed to looking over at the chat box and answering questions during these down times. During the actual combat, I can't get a lot of questions in, but let's go see what we can do. Alright, they got a stealther rush into ours there. Nobody came to the middle. That's interesting. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and grab an orb. Since there's nobody to fight, we will go back. Yeah, it looks like they rushed ours pretty hard. It's too bad nobody actually called for help, but we'll see if we can help clear some of these guys out. Alright, see if we can find their healers. Yeah, they're melting pretty quick, so they might not have a strong healer here. Operatives can be healers, but he doesn't appear to be putting out enough healing. Now there's a stealther popping around. I don't know if you saw him over there. Alright, that was a good move. So now, because we went ahead and did pick up that orb, our orb went in there. We actually got points for it. So that's kind of cool. Alright, well that makes me feel a little bit better in that we didn't just completely get obliterated at our own pylon. What it did do though is it probably gave them the chance to run some orbs. So I would guess we're going to see their score jump up here. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so we do have a little bit higher score than them right now. That's probably based on the fact that we got some kills in there. So in chat, you guys can't see it. They yelled out stealther at ours, so we're going to try to get back there and help. If you only leave one to guard, sometimes what will happen is the stealther will stun a guy and then be able to capture the pylon. So we're going to stay back here. We'll drop some stealth stuff, do some area attacks just to try to see if we can flush him out. Once the alarm goes like that, then they can't capture the pylon. So we'll go back to the center here, and the fight will probably be on. See if we can help our teammates here a little bit. They were hammering that guy pretty hard. Let's see if we can help them clear out the area. What we got here? Mercenary. Don't recognize you. One thing that the merges of the server has done though is I came from a small server. I was on Bedger and Colony, and in Bedger and Colony it was pretty small, so you got to know kind of everybody who played, everybody who PvP'd, everybody that GSF'd or different things like that, and so you'd see familiar names a lot more often. The combination of me not PvPing since the merger and the fact that there's a lot more people has made this... Okay, so I don't know if you guys noticed that he was healing pretty much as fast as I was doing damage to him. The difference came where I was able to do an interrupt there at the end, and yeah, just got stealth stunned. We do have two people back here guarding, so that's good. I don't know if this guy is just going to follow me and stun me all the way back, or actually allow me to run. Alright. So we got a couple guys coming here. We'll see if we can get this guy. So sometimes when you cross this threshold, some of your attacks, especially your channeled attacks, won't work. I've had that happen before, where I'll be channeling Bolt Storm when I hit that threshold and it'll actually die out. Alright, so I don't know what their latest strategy is here. Is it just try to kill us in the center, or... They definitely have the center hard right now. We got one person screwing around with their pylon, but can't tell if he's a stealther or not. Who was it? He might be. No, Sentinel. He's not a stealth guy. Alright, well, we are up on them after round 2, which is a good sign. And now we will see if we can continue the fight. Alright, we got, looks like 3 heading to our pylon. So we will pop in here, see if we can cause some trouble. Again, if I can keep them back here, killing me, then our guys can get the pylon. Now here, this is probably not the best time to do it. Usually I like to do this when my cooldowns are a little bit more up. But we will come back here and see if we can harass theirs a little bit. Looks like they're running orbs. So you see all these markers down here. That means they're carrying an orb. Alright, so we got a stealther over there. I'm going to try to draw these guys out here. See if I can get their attention. So that he can maybe set himself up to steal their pylon. Might not happen. So in their controlling the center and running orbs, they've been able to pass us and score. That and the fact that I just died gave them some extra score, which probably isn't the best thing in the world, but let's see if we can pull these guys back here. So there's my stealther guy, right? There's 2 stealthers back there, and I've engaged these guys. And so now the guy's back there trying to steal their pylon, right? And if he can pull it off, right there. So that is what I was hoping would happen. Now we'll try to get back over there and defend it. So I just typed I tried to pull them off for you in chat, just so you guys are staying up to date with chat. So now what we have to do is we have to interrupt these guys from taking back their pylon. As long as we can get that countdown. So that was a big big swing there. They stunned us to kill us, but that was actually a nice move. Now we'll see what they do. Are they going to rush our pylon hard and try to pay us back? I don't see them run into their own pylon. So we'll see what happens here. So now we have both pylons. I'm not 100% sure what they were doing. They're just mad now and have given up, so now they're just going to kill us over and over again. In retribution, because we stole their pylon. Yeah, they're not really even trying now, or at least some of them aren't trying. I've come back. I've been on teams that we've come back from getting double capped like that, but it can be difficult because it's a lot of points you just gave up. So yeah, I think now the consensus in chat is they're just going to try to kill for some experience now. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to try to get some kills / damage here. they're coming after me pretty hard. I do have a healer here, which is helping. I've burnt through most of my cooldowns though, so if they decide to go ahead and target me at this point, they're gonna kill me. Because I just don't have enough left to survive. The longer I survive, the more my team can hold this pylon, which is kind of nice. All those area attacks have energy capped me, so I'm gonna eat it here. But 5 seconds left. That'll be the game. So I mean, the Stealther obviously deserves the credit for that cap. That was amazing. I was able to pull them back, but I still had top damage on our team. That actually surprises me. Oh, who was that Stealther? Who did it? Can't remember. Was it this guy? No, he's not a Stealther. Might have been this Shadow. We'll give it to the Shadow. But so yeah, top damage got us probably some Valor. Alright, so here's the difference, right? Last night we were getting 4,000-ish Valor, somewhere between 3,800 and 4,200. That match got us 9,000 Valor, which is definitely a lot more if we're trying to grind through. So if we are 236,000 for level 92, 26 matches without any actual help or anything like that. One thing that we did forget to do is grab the daily. Completed the weekly last night, so we don't have to get the weekly. The nice part about PvP is you can go to Fleet and grab the daily, but you can also grab the dailies inside of the PvP instance. So we'll just wait for that to spawn again, or wait till we go in again, and we will grab the daily there. It popped quick enough last night that we didn't actually run any missions. So we got roughly 9,000. We were probably just below 9,000 last night of conquest points from only PvP, and for the dailies, the socialite dailies and stuff like that. I think those reset. Let's look right here. Yep, so socialite 1 is 3 activity finder things. Socialite 2 is 5. Last night I couldn't find a socialite 3, so I don't think there is one. We'll go back through just in case we were tired. Nope. So that'll also give us some extra conquest points. We are a very, very small guild, so you'll notice that, yeah, we have a grand total of 27,000 because only a few of us did it, and that's all, I would guess that's all PvP from all of those guys. If you are getting into Star Wars: The Old Republic and you want to join a new guild, I do run this guild, the Murderer Crows. Happy to invite you. Pretty helpful group. They like to help each other out and teach people who haven't played the game before how to play. Also like hearing about how other people play. That actually gives us some information. We all like to learn. Alright, we didn't get the insta pop. Nobody in my guild is on. So we have a couple of things that we could do here. We could go and click on slot machines for the nightlife event. We could go and run, I think Belsavis and Oricon both have conquest ramifications. Rishi has a fighting thing but no dailies or heroics to run. So we could do that. Or we could just stall and hope that we get a PvP pop here. Because that's what we did last night. We ended up running 0 heroics and 0 dailies. because the PvP popped fast enough that we really didn't ever have time. We did jump over to SWTOR and look at some of the things for the nightlife event, but other than that, we really didn't do anything. We'll give it another minute here, and if that doesn't work, we will then go and try something. Alright, so that brought us up to 157 from the 148 that we were. So what does that give us? Let's pull this back over here. Alright, so we have 236, 460 minus 157, 880 divided by roughly 9,000. 8 matches should get us 293. And then, as we talked about last night, that big number, the 236 number, will go up slightly. That always gets bigger for each level that you gain, so it takes more and more and more experience to get the high numbers. That's why the grind in the 90s is so painful. You can knock out the first 10 levels of Valor without even thinking about it, and then you get to these big numbers and it takes a while. I think we saw somebody last night who was sitting at 98, and the 98 was something like 275,000, so it doesn't go up a ton per level, right? The 236 to 275, looking at 40,000 difference between 6 levels, you know, probably a little bit less than 10,000 per level that's going up, so it does take more, but with the double Valor thing going on at 9,000 a match, that's just one more match per level that it would take. So alright, well, we gave that enough time. Normally at this point I would ask the stream to vote, but since there is no stream, we're just gonna have to make the decision. So let's go to SWTOR. So what we're going to do is we are going to withdraw some money out of our guild bank, or out of our legacy bank. Let's start. We'll start with 1 million, see how far that gets us. So let's go to SWTOR, which is where we actually are. The only downside to this, I think I mentioned in last night's stream, is when you load into a planet, it takes a little bit longer to load in. So when you're popping in and out of PvP matches, it takes a little longer to load in, but that's pretty minor in the grand scheme of things. So since I can't interact with you, if you have any questions, comments, or anything, go ahead and feel free to put them in the comment section below, and I will answer them there as opposed to in the live chat or in the live stream. Let's see, 40 seconds. I'm not quite sure if I can make the trip or not, so we will just get to the start. Yeah, 30 seconds. I don't want to risk it. So we will respawn back in right here so we can travel to the casino when we get done with this one. So Odessan, something we mentioned last night is Odessan and Yavin are cross-faction driven. If you look at the summer roadmap that was put out by Keith last week or the week before, one of the things in it that was teased is they are hoping to, so let's make sure we actually say that. There's no guarantee, but they're hoping to switch a lot of the war zones over to cross-faction. So, like that ancient Hypergate, you could be fighting with Republic Imperials on the same tide, as opposed to Republic versus Imperial. Okay, so something I like to do on this one is we're going to spawn in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes that will light up. I like to get on this, and there's a power-up that spawns here, a power-up that spawns here. Depending on where these open up, I'll either run to the end or peel off. The nice part is if the south doesn't spawn the artifact chamber, you can still run down to the end, pick the power up, and you might end up getting the activate node. So like in this case, right? They're going to beat me to it, so I will let them have it. I'm going to go to the center here and help our team fight for that. We'll leave that since we don't need to heal. And the enemy got it. So we will see if we can... So I didn't jump down on purpose, kind of hoping in a weird way that, like if the guy had a leap and didn't know any better, if he leapt up to me, he would actually leave this area and then a teammate could have potentially grabbed it. He was smarter than that, or probably didn't have a leap. But it's always one of those things that, you know, if you can do it. Okay, we deactivated this one. So you saw that one of our teammates had a big orange glowy thing coming out of the top of his head. That was a deactivate node. And so now we're the only ones scoring points. They had a double on theirs, so they scored more points than we did. No, we have a doubler. They had a speed boost. So theirs was going faster. We are going to bite it here. Oh, the other thing on this one is, out of habit, I click this, but you can't respawn until it tells you can respawn. So with that doubler, we should pass them in this round. We are going to go ahead and set up for the next round. So right down there is where the thing spawns. They got me. One guy was enough to kill me. Second guy definitely did it. So they're going down there and trying to get the power up. Looks like our teammate beat him to it. So he's got it. Also, it looks like somebody has an activate node. So they activated a spot. This guy's tearing me apart. That was a little risky. We'll see if I can live long enough for that to make a difference. I actually pulled it off. I thought he had me. Alright, let's see. We've got this one. We've got the north one. Let's see if we can go out here and just cause some problems. It's like he was trying to get away from battle. I probably should have healed up before I tried to do this, but it's alright. So he was so hoping to kill me that my teammates killed him. Now, on this one, we are going to do a little bit of healing. Looks like my team is... we're staying with them here. This is one where I need 2 more... Sorry. I need 2 more healing at 350,000 in order to get an achievement. Alright, so we got the activate. He probably saw me. Yep, he saw me. Alright, so let's go to the center here. I was going to try to sneak to the south there and activate the south because there's no reason to go down there, but we will try to activate center here. So I typed activating mid in, so you saw that power up left. Now you're going to see that this actually fires up, and since I'm the only one here, I should be able to capture it. I typed activating mid into the chat so that my team would know. Hopefully they come down here and help me, since we got the only actual node. So now it's 2-on-1. Still not getting any help. unfortunately, oh no, their other teammate left, which is a little strange. The two of them I think could have killed me. This guy's a healer, so he's not really doing enough damage to me, so it's just a matter of can I out DPS his heals or not. We'll see if we can get away with a nice stun. He's running up to the heal thing there, and so now we get to kill him all over again. I guess it's good for racking up some damage, but so we've got the only node that scored in that round. Don't think he wants to fight me, so he's gonna run away. We'll chase him. Not to chase him per se, but if you look at the map, one of the nodes that's live is over here, and if he's the only one that ran to it, nope. So we're going to interrupt that the best we can. I actually don't mind them all attacking me because it's going to help. Yeah, I couldn't stun him. So you notice that they have now put a bunch of buffs on both of theirs, which is probably going to be enough for them to beat us, because they got a doubler and a speed bonus on this one, and you can see their score is just going absolutely insane. So, oh well, good match. It'll be interesting to see how much we get for a loss on the as far as the Valor goes. I think it's like 500 difference if I for normal, which means theoretically it's probably going to be 1,000 different. So I would guess that we'll probably get 8,000-ish for a loss, but I'm just speculating. I honestly in the past haven't paid that close attention to the how much Valor I was getting per match. It's just one of those long grinds where you just kind of say, you know what, I'll get it when I get it. But since we're actually now pushing to try to get this, well, we got him. If we can get this guy, we can actually take this point. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this point. Oh, we'll try to get a heal off on that person. Get a little bonus healing in. Alright, they got the south point, which is probably going to be enough for them to beat us. Alright, I'm going to leave him there and see if we can go and help center here. Not looking good. But if nothing else, we'll get some more healing in. Because like I said, I'm trying to get... Oh, they're force barriered. So what we tried to do is knock them out and stun them. Ah, we came up just short. 300,000 healing. Like I said, I think you need 350,000 healing for the achievement. So. Okay, so that definitely made a big difference. 6,900, so 7,000 Valor versus 9,000 Valor. We got a lot of objective score on that one just because we activated a node and different things like that. So you can see the difference that's making. You know, we popped up 150 Valor, 150 Valor, so that's our 2 MVP votes. So 300 more Valor for the way we played the game. So we had the top objective score, second in DPS, and probably way at the bottom. Third, fourth in healing. So a good match, but a loss. All right, that was pretty even. I think the one that swung it for him is they had one round where I think they had 2 of the nodes and they had doublers and speed ups on both of them, and that just skyrocketed their score. It was actually pretty close up until that point. So well played. Well played by them. So we are about to jump into the world of tedious clicking, which is what the Narshada Nightlife event is. Although arguably that's all real slot machines are. It's tedious clicking. It's all about the allure of winning versus the actual activity of what you're doing. And this is no different. So again, we'll get ourselves in here so we can buy chips after the next match. And jump in. We're doing pretty good. We are 35 minutes in and already have 2 matches down. Rolling into our third. Depending on how fast they pop, we seem to be getting about 4 an hour. Which means 93 is achievable today. I'm not sure how much past 93 we'll get though. But we will keep grinding. I'll probably map out the maps a little bit in the next stream or two and figure out if this is even something I can do or how many 3-hour sessions it will take. I'm basing the 3-hour session mostly on that's the cooldown on the Valor boost, on the major Valor boost. It's a 3-hour buff, so if you look in my tray here, you'll find right there, major Valor boost that keeps moving. 2 hours, 26 minutes left. So I can pop a new one of those every 3 hours and get another 25%, which is nice. Every bonus helps when you need hundreds of thousands of experience. Alright, same things apply here. We will cut out and head down this ramp here. I'm not greedy, so if somebody else is doing the same thing, I'll often let them do it. Especially since I don't really have any sprints or anything. But see, this time you'll notice that it doesn't look like anybody came this way. So I was trying to time it so I would have got the green one, but I didn't. So we have a multiply, except we didn't actually get anything. So now there's a danger here in that if I go in and try to fight, we'll kind of peek around the corner here. That might be a winnable fight. If I go in and try to fight and they beat me, they get the power up, which means I just handed them a multiply, right? If we win, we can take the node. It would be nice, but crap, clicked the wrong button. Let's see if we kept him outside. Yep, we kept him outside long enough. Now let's see if they notice me doing this. They did not. So now the risk is I've now given this a multiply. If they can kill me and take it back, then they get the extra points. But we got some help there. They definitely have a healer here, which is making life a little bit difficult. Alright, looks like we got... Oh man, he was close. Alright, sometimes it takes that big hit at the end in order to try... Alright, let's go south. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and, instead of running directly to the south, we'll swing out here a little bit and try to grab this power up, which they already got. Now, if we can kill him, he's definitely running from us. And what he's trying to do is he's trying to get down there to their south terminal. So I've got my finger on the interrupt button. You'll see his cast bar probably pop up here. Oh crap, I'm on the wrong guy. And I was too late. So I hit my interrupt on the wrong guy. Now we can try this. We're gonna die. I was trying to get a knockback put out. If I would have got a knockback and we could have pulled the node, that would have been good. Not looking good for us. And it also doesn't look like we're even going to be able to make this match last long enough that I'm going to be able to get enough healing points in to even get an achievement. So we'll do what we can to help our team. So here you have a guarded healer situation. There's the healer who is guarded, which means they're taking less damage. Let's see if we can get this guy. See if we can get a big hit here right at the end. There we go. And then he is carrying, can't tell what color that is. Looks like the darker version, which is the deactivate node. Fun trick when you see somebody run around like that is you can just knock them off. I'm not going to get up there in time to stop that from happening. We are in a very dangerous situation right here. A good knockback could have put me off the edge. So we'll see if we can just get some damage here. Don't foresee this one lasting very long. Yeah, they've tripled us up here. Well, we're going to take this one from them, it looks like. But they are speed boosted and double pointed up over there. Let's get some free heals in if we can here. But I don't think we're going to get to 350,000 heals. Yep, this one was obliteration. We got hammered pretty hard. Will we get to 100? Nope. Alright, 6,800. Definitely not a good match there. So you can see here, that's a team that played the objectives, right? They always had bonus things. They got a lot of control points and stuff. Let's see, we'll give it to the top objective person though. In matches where objectives win you, I like to vote MVP for the objectives person. Unless you have one of those situations where you've just got an amazing healer that basically kept you alive at a node so you could do the objectives. Well, we had an easy win, and then a close one. I would count the second match as pretty close, and then that one was just a stomping. We will take our licks. So this is the downside. Like I said, it takes a little bit longer to load back onto a planet because it's loading more data than if you load into your stronghold or fleet. That's why you'll see a lot of people when they're queuing for matches, whether it's PvP or Galactic Starfighter, they'll actually do it in and out of fleet or their stronghold, just so the load times are less. The downside is if you're not popping quickly, then you will actually just stand around for a long time. Alright, let's talk to this guy. So as we talked about last time, there's two types of chips you can buy. The Kingpin Casino chips for 75,000 are what win you the big prizes. This mount looks to be new, so that's probably the jackpot reward there. The jackpot reward for the Smuggler's Casino chips, you can't get this. It's not available, but you can win Kingpin Casino chips. So what happens is you can either spend more money or you can spend more time. If I buy a bunch of these, we can actually win more chips than what we actually would be able to. Let me restate that. The amount of money we will spend on these will get us more casino chips, Kingpin Casino chips, than if we bought them directly. I like nice round numbers, so I'm going to pop back. Actually, no, let's just do this. Cargo hold, legacy cargo hold. We are going to grab another 1,000,000. That way we can buy 1,000 chips. And then that way we have a nice baseline. So what I like to do is I like to save myself up some kingpin chips, and then I tend to walk back and forth. So we will go ahead and buy 1,000 of these. For those of you that haven't seen what I just did, so that's 2,000,000 credits. If you click on this, you'll purchase. If you shift and left click on it, it'll pop up the split dialog that will allow you to buy things in bulk, as opposed to just right clicking over and over and over again in order to get those. So those probably went into my currency tab. Is that where they ended up? Okay, so that's a little new. In the past, these chips went into your inventory and you just saw a stack of them, but they have converted them into a currency. So doesn't look like I have any kingpin chips. Alright, so we will head over here. Now, you will see people, like, this is popular. You can stand, you can't quite get to, like if I stand here, you'll notice I can click on that one, I can click on that one. I can't quite reach those. If I back up to reach those, I can't quite reach these. So if you just kind of wiggle back and forth, you can actually play 4 machines at once. We're not going to go that crazy. We'll just play these in 2. You don't have to see the screen, although we'll look at it here. Is that the one I clicked on? I can't remember. Okay, nothing seems to be happening. Let's try this one. Is that one making noise? Alright, so that was a loss. You see that it turned red. Is that one not working? Maybe I'm not standing in the right spot. Or maybe they fixed this so you can't do this anymore. This used to be the trick to try to just play more machines. Maybe they're playing side to side. Let's try that. Can we get to both of those? Nope. Okay, so anyway, what happens is you click on it, you click on the machine. So I won something. I won double chips there. It's a little bit weirder this time because what I used to do, it's acting a little funny. I would put my chips in my slot here, and then I could see the chips going down and up, and that would help me keep track of things. We might try a different machine when we get back in. If you don't want to play in the main casino where we are now, you can actually also play on the barges across from the travel points. There's actually machines to play there as well. But I don't believe they have the droids to buy the chips. So you have to buy your chips in here and then, or in there, and then walk over and actually play the machines. Alright, 2 of 4, 2 losses. See if we do better this time. So we are fighting imps. That's good. He's a guild mate, but we're not teamed up. I don't recognize any of the other names. There we go. Dueling. I think he was spec healed last time we played. I'm not sure. He may be, he may not be. If we got goofy one night and we took like, I don't know, 8-10 commandos and went all the way around fleet and then just shot beams in a giant circle around the entire inner circle of the fleet. And then we made shapes and stuff. You're gonna find that a lot of MMO play is just what silly things can you do in order to entertain yourself. Somebody whispered to me, I'm going theirs. I'm not sure why they whispered it to me specifically, but okay. We will go to the center, as we tend to always do. So... Oh, they're trying to get me to go to theirs. I see what they're doing. Alright, so they didn't fall for our we'll knock you back, and now we gotta be careful not to overextend ourselves. Like if we all rush forward to fight them and kind of fall to the back here, that could cause some problems. Somebody can come in behind and just cap it. Looks like we got some good heals here. For Shizzle is a healer. I'm not sure if SWTOR is heal spec or not. But we got a healing commando, which is definitely nice. So hopefully, if we can keep ourselves alive, we will be able to cap this node. Before they realize what we're doing here. Well, I think he got me, but not the other guy, so... That's why it's sometimes good, depending on what move they use to try to pull you away from the node. If you have two people capping, then you can get... He pulled me away, but the other guy got the cap since we were both doing it. Alright, we hammered them pretty hard. We got a call out for grass, which they stole from us and we didn't react quick enough. Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can cause them some trouble. Let's see what we got going on over here. We got our guy keeping it neutral. And we will see if we can take care of them here and cap theirs since they took ours. Now it looks like they are reinforcing here. But we do have pretty good heals. At least we did in that last match. Or that last spot. They can keep him busy. We might be able to cap behind him here. Oh, no, he got around. But again, he had to stop attacking and come over here and deal with me, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Lets our healers catch up, lets all kinds of things happen. Alright, nice stun, should finish him off. And if we can get this cap before they get back, now we are up 2-1. So essentially what's happening is you saw that cannon turn, and now we're shooting at their base. So now they left me here alone, which is always dangerous. So we have to start looking for stealthers now. I saw somebody over there. I don't know if they stealthed or ran to the other side. But we will try to do what we can to guard this turret, because that's how you win this one. Another person heading either to mid or so what I did is I typed one incoming, although then he just stood there. So they were stealthing. Okay, so I'm gonna stay up here. So it's gonna cost me some points, right? Like I'm gonna get less attack damage and stuff. But the last thing I wanted to do was pop down there and fight down there, and then have somebody sneak in behind us and cap the turret. So give up a little bit of the data or the damage or your stats in order to try to win the match. For me, that's worth it. You saw that the 7,000s versus 9,000 for the win in Valor is definitely what we want, or what I want. For me, this is definitely about the Valor hunt, so wins are now becoming important. If you think about that, at 2,000 more a match, that'll add up quick. If we're always winning or always losing. My gut is we'll probably win half, lose half, and it'll average out to about 8, but 9,000s would be great. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but everybody has left me. Oh no, I got one guy here. Okay, so I just typed 3 at snow into chat because we're kind of getting overrun here. But we have survivability, which helps keep us alive. I like guys like this to run around because it makes my electronet actually do more damage. And so we're gonna eat it here, so hopefully our team gets over here and helps enough. Alright, let's see if we can get back and help. Let's see what we got. That makes me nervous. Hopefully, yeah, we got one guard. We got him poking them there. We will do a run by mid just to make sure they're not going to try to push mid with only one person guarding. I always get nervous with one person guarding. I know it's probably a waste to have 2 people guard sometimes, but one person guarding means that somebody could stealth stun you, and then they end up, you break out of it to stop them from capping, then they stun you again, and then you're just stuck and you're just watching them cap your turret. That being said, we have now triple capped them, so this is very similar to what we were on the other side of in the last couple of matches. Not quite even. And this is the goal of going to a cross-faction queuing system. The goal, whether they pull it off or not, but the goal is always to try to even out the queue, right? So in this particular case, if these matches could have became a lot more even if we would have, some of their players would end up on our team and some of our players ended up on their team. It might have evened it out a little bit. Might not, but that's the goal of a factionless queuing system. They definitely don't seem that concerned with mid. So we're going to get a lot of guard points, but we are probably not going to get a lot of other points. We will see. Alright, so this is, it happens. At this point we're killing them fast enough that now this is where they spawn, right? And so they're killing them as they come down through the spawn. I'm gonna go over and help. We got a call out at snow, so come over and help our guildie out a little bit. Think he would be fine. He is a commando, but he took the time to call out, so, and it's not like if we lose one it's that big of a deal at this point. So I can't remember if he's running combat medic or not on his trooper. I am not. I am gunnery, which is a DPS class. One of 2 for the commando. So that's a stealth move, right? It's trying to reveal stealth people that all troopers get, I believe. Can't remember if vanguards do or not, but I know that all the commandos do. Alright, let's see if we got top objectives. Yep, we got top objectives. Well, obviously we'll vote for our guildmate. Definitely didn't rock the DPS or the healing. We just weren't in combat enough to get big numbers there. Even our kill count was pretty low. Healers usually get pretty good kill counts because if they heal somebody who kills somebody, then they get the points. This was probably the thing though. If you look at, yeah, we had 2.2 million healing and 2.1 million healing. That's hard to fight through. Their team was up against more healing and that makes it hard to capture nodes because you just can't stay alive long enough. That can be frustrating sometimes. You hear people complain about the multi-healers and stuff like that. Alright, we're going to move to a different machine because they've either changed this, excuse me, or that machine just wasn't acting right. We'll also see if our guild mate is going to keep running PvP. If so, we could go ahead and invite them. Oh, excuse me. So I'm going to do that first. Find out if he is going to continue to run. Then we'll come over here and try a different machine. Alright, that appears to be working. So that was what I was expecting. Okay, so the red means we lost. The green, that's about to turn green anyway. Means that we won. So that's a win. Yeah, I guess it's convenient that they're in currency. But I always like to keep track of how many I had. Let's see, I don't think you can drag these out. So I'd always put it in a toolbar, that way I could see how many chips I had. So yeah, I have mixed feelings about that change. From the standpoint of it not taking up an inventory slot, I guess it's nice, but you know that those chips stack into one giant slot. I can't remember if they were bind to player or bind to legacy before, but that was the other nice thing, I guess, is you could buy them and change them between your characters, but I might be mistaken on that. So yeah, I'm not sure if I like that change or not, mostly just because I like to pay attention to what my chip counts are. We'll grab the next daily. I didn't even look to see how much Valor we got in that last match. Let's see. Command points. 6, 7, 8,500. 8,500. Another 150. So 8,600, just short of 9 grand it looks like. That's at least what's in the chat box. It might have been more or less, since I forgot to look at the sheet. I can go back in the video and look later if I need to. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Is moving pretty good. I don't think he actually fell down there. I think he's actually up here, but I lost sight of him. Like we talked about last time, is you'll sometimes see that glitch where you'll actually get, it looks like they fell down below, but in reality what actually happened was sorry, concentrating on my moves there. In reality what happens is it's just a glitch of the system. So this guy was trying, I guess, to... Now he's trying to run away from me, but That should kill him. So in reality what happens is those systems trying to predict where they're going to be, it makes it look like they drop down below, but they don't actually, and then they'll pop back up. So I busted out of that stun a little earlier than I normally do, because he was close to death, and it allowed me to go ahead and get the kill. Sometimes it's dangerous if your resolve bar isn't full to bust out of the stun, because then they can just stun you again, and then you're at their mercy. So I'm not sure what's going on here. That person's either confused or I'm not sure what they were trying to do there. Might have worked. They kind of drew us over and then removed us from their team, but I think we have enough people back there that we should be alright. Where'd the ball carrier go? Oh, he's back there. I'm stunned. Nothing I can do about it. Oh, that was a great move on their part. Alright, so we have got to ditch this ball. Alright, let's give it to this guy. Alright, now we will try to help him get to where he needs to be. Alright, so he's gone into shield mode there, so hopefully my team won't attack him. We can kill him with a nice area attack. We're wading through their guys pretty quick here. I think we got more healing than them again, I would guess. So he got away from us there. Used the stealth, and he was almost dead, but was able to stealth and run away. As I've talked about many times, I'm okay with this. They are 3 of them over here fighting against me, as opposed to taking care of my team that's scoring on them. So. We're going to get 1 kill, but I don't think we're going to get another. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep myself alive long enough for this. If he keeps shooting me like that and I can stay alive, when this shield drops, I'm going to get a bunch of health. I don't know if... There's the big health jump. Alright, now we'll see if we can take him out. I don't think so, because I have like 0 cooldowns left. I think he probably has more than me. Yep, he got me. Close though. Closer than I thought it'd be. I thought he would actually wipe me out a bit quicker than that. If I would have had 1 more cooldown left, we would have been okay. But he could say the exact same thing. If I would have had, or if he would have had 1 more cooldown. Oh, there he is. This is going to seem like retribution. One thing we have talked about a bunch of times is player perception, right? Like, he killed me, and here I am fighting him. It's going to appear like, you know, I'm just trying to get him back, right? In reality, he was the only one that was near me, but he doesn't know that for sure. Now I am going to kill him, though, because now he's running away. Nope. Okay, I can't catch you. We'll fight this guy. And then we'll see where he ran off to. I'm not sure where he went. I'll kill this person. I've never quite understood the runaway mentality. I guess this was a good move, right? They ran away and then stealthed and then snuck up behind me. I believe they're probably going to run away again. Yeah, there they go. Whatever. We'll go over here and fight where there's more people. Well, we got there a little bit late. If I would have knocked that guy back there when there was actual fire, that would have been good. Would have looked epic. So he got kind of caught there. That can be frustrating sometimes in that you get to a point where you're getting attacked by the entire team. You're being stunned. You can't do anything. You can't heal. You can't pass because you're stunned. Hey, our buddy's back. Think he'll stay and fight us this time? He probably thinks he's going to win right now because my health was really low. But I'm guessing after this, we're going to see a stealth and run. What do you want to bet? We'll see. Yeah, he's sticking with it now. Alright, let's see if we can get one more shot in. There we go. So on that one, I left my stun till the very end. If you're getting close to death, then you can get a nice free attack while they can't do anything to defend themselves. Not always work out that way. That example worked out about as good as it's going to, but so we'll take a little luck. Sometimes luck is as good as skill. Hey, look, our buddy's back. I think I've gotten their attention for some reason. They seem to like me. Now I would guess this time. I think they would have gotten me that time. I burnt out pretty much all of my defenses and stuff like that. So we got our Socialite 2, which is good for conquest points. Let's see, healing. Yep, we had one healer and they didn't. I made a big difference in the actual match. Alright, so what I had to figure out, I guess, is a good way to make it so that I can easily see my chips, because I like to watch the chip count so I can kind of see what's going on with the wins and losses. So we'll probably have to just move stuff around a little bit. So again, a little bit slower loading screen here, which is slightly annoying. If it starts popping and we don't really have time to do anything, we'll go back to our stronghold and load in and out from there. That way we can keep the queue going. That looks like my teammate already queued us, so alright. So let us, I guess we could just keep this panel open. That would be a way to watch it. Alright, so you hear the noise. That's a win. So I won my chip back. You guys, so I guess the downside here is you guys can't see my chat. So it says item removed, you receive smuggler chip. Item removed, smuggler chip, you receive smuggler chip. So what's interesting on this one is a win a lot of times will just give you your chip back, which means you can see down here. So it goes down to 1006. That was a loss. Goes down to 1005. Then this is going to go back up to 1006. And so what you end up doing is just spending a lot of time clicking and slowly eating your way through these smugglers' chips. So there's 2 losses in a row. Eventually, what we're hoping for is a kingpin chip. I don't remember from last time. I think I was getting a kingpin chip for about every... I think it was about every 20. Somewhere between 15 and 20 smuggler chips. So if you add that up, that's 30 to 40,000 as opposed to 75,000. Alright, so there, we got our first kingpin chip. So that's a jackpot out of one of these machines, is you actually get a kingpin chip. The other thing that you used to get, and I haven't seen it pop up yet, and we'll see if this is still a thing, is this machine would sometimes give you a buff. Okay, so that was double chips, so that gave me 2 chips. The buff would actually give you a higher percentage to win. So my strategy would be stand here, collect a bunch of kingpin chips, wait for that buff. When I would get the buff, I'd run over to the kingpin machine, play until the buff was either used up or went away, and then rinse and repeat. I haven't seen the buff kick in yet though, so I didn't read anything that was being taken out, but we will see. So we are in Quest Hut Ball now. Another Hut Ball. How are we doing? Yeah, making good progress. We started at 148, so we've made 40,000 so far. We got a win, which means our second daily is done. Don't think this gives any Valor, but it does give things like these med packs and stuff like that. Not liking the fact that we are only at 5. This could go very, very poorly. Just from a number standpoint, if you are 5 on 8. Now, we don't know that. It could be equal teams, right? Maybe we're 5 on 5. But we got 6 now. It's not a good sign. So this might be a pretty quick match if we don't get any more people. Ah, crap. I wasn't paying attention to my own health while I was talking. Need to be better about that. Alright. We will see if we can clear the space up here. Okay, we're up to 8 now. So we didn't get a lot of damage done to, you know, they didn't like score a whole bunch of times, which is good. So, okay, we've cleared those guys out. Now we'll come over here and see if we can get the ball carrier killed. Our team has delayed them long enough. Knock him down there. So they... Oh, he did the same thing to me. It's the downside of standing on the edge like that. It can be... You're vulnerable, right? Vulnerable to being knocked down. We had the ball a moment ago, so hopefully we still do. I've lost sight of the ball carrier. Oh, we're up there scoring. So good job, team. So if we can keep the center here kind of clear, helps our team do what the team needs to do. Are we a rotworm? No, we're a frog dog. So they got the ball again. So we will go and see if we can Slow him down. So, me and Sue were thinking the same thing there, right? We both gave up our position of being high up in order to try to grab that damage. Now, even though we're not healers, we're dropping heals on this guy, trying to keep him alive, although he's not even being attacked right now. He got to it. Yeah, this guy definitely seems to want to be parking in the middle here. Alright, well, this actually turned out better than I thought it was going to. When we were only at 5 and 6, I didn't know, how a match like that's going to go, right? Because numbers will just do you in. If you're always fighting 2 people versus an even fight, that can be frustrating. I wonder if I got credit for that one. Maybe, maybe not. Now, what could have happened as well, and again, this is where I haven't been paying much attention. This is where player perception comes in, right? Maybe it was really close, and so then we got people that spawned into ours, but they didn't. Maybe something like that happened, and so now we are actually well up on them. So who knows? You never quite know. Now he has to walk, but I don't have to. So we will pop up here and then meet him at the top. I saw a guy dropping behind us. He's actually at least playing the objectives. He's trying to stop us from scoring. I have a feeling the rest of the team has kind of gone into accepting the loss mode, which happens sometimes. Sometimes you just get to the point where it's where you're not going to win, so you go ahead and chase some medals, get some valor, maybe get an achievement, that kind of stuff. Some players will just sit down and give up. That I don't like necessarily. At least try to get something out of the match, right? Even if it's the death achievement. There's an achievement for getting like so many deaths in a match. Alright, well, we hit all kinds of stuff there. Hey, we got a score. I don't score very often. So now we're just going to be in a nuisance up here while my team goes ahead and probably collects the ball, scores one more time. See how long our heals can hold. There was the knockdown. I wonder how long it would take him to just knock me out. Not really sure if what I was trying to accomplish there, but all right, where is our guildie? He definitely did well. 17 medals. Okay, so we made personal conquest, which is going to give us a whole bunch of command points. Doesn't really help our valor. Again, just south of 9,000 valor, so we're looking good there. I thought we popped something else, another achievement or conquest thing. And it was worth like 4,500 conquest points if I saw it correctly. That's the only downside. when you're in the middle of a match like that, you don't pay as much attention to the things that are popping up on the screen. But you can go back through your chat log and look them up later. So we'll see what that one was. But yeah, I thought I saw something that popped that gave me like 4,500 conquest points. Alright, so I'm right now scrolling back up through my chat log. Again, apologies that you guys can't see that. War zones, the killing fields. Maybe it was only 450, maybe that's what I saw pop up. Destroying the enemy. Okay, that one's 1,200 for defeat players in war zones. Alright, so we'll look that one up here in a second. Don't see anything else. So we're going to go to our conquest menu here. Let's see if we can find it. Killing fields is repeatable, so that one pops up every time. There it is. Destroy the enemy. Deliver the killing blow against enemies in any war zone. Not sure how many you have to do, but that's where we got 3,000. So that might be the 4,500 I saw pop up. Also notice this one is listed as complete because it's not repeatable. These are repeatable daily, and then these ones at the bottom here are repeatable as many times as you want. So every time we do a war zone, we get this one. We get that set of points. Well, we are popping a lot quicker now, so if we keep getting these pops like this, we might just go back to our stronghold and make the pops go quicker and not try to click on the machines. Is this our third Odessin of the night? We've gotten a few of these, it seems like. I don't know. They all kind of blur together after a while. Alright, well, 6 seconds ago there was a Warzone shutdown sequence, but I don't know if that was on our side or their side. So we might be going against a team that doesn't have as many people as us. Or it could be that we all just joined right there at the end. That's really hard to say. I'll wave to everybody. There we go. Hello everybody. You're on a video. Would be a live stream, but it's currently not. I do like to see we've got a couple people from, it looks like whatever Kurlax is. It's oftentimes nice to have people that are in the same guild playing together, because at least they will be helping each other out, even if the rest of the team isn't. Alright. Okay, so now in this case, the southern point is actually active. So we'll see what we can grab here. And we got the speed up. So if we can get here before them, which we may or may not be able to do. Okay, we stunned him twice, took the node. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this speed up on it. Alright, we're getting attacked from behind here. Now we're getting actually hammered. And it looks like they deactivated it on us. I didn't see anybody with a deactivate node. But 4 on 2, not sure how long we're going to last here. If nothing else though, we'll get a lot of healing out of that exchange. But we did essentially give them the power up that I had. Yeah, that was rough. Let's see. I guess north is still contested. We have that one. We'll just sit here and wait. Oh, that was a good move on that guy's part. Alright. Let's try to go to the center. So now I left my teammate. Probably maybe not the best thing to do. We'll see if we can get to this one before this guy. And we did not. And I'm about to give them another power up. I feel that I have not been a good team player in this particular match. They have cost us a couple of things. What do we got? Are they all in the same guild? Doesn't look like it. Alright, we'll go back and see if we can keep them from capping. Alright, so now they capped, so now what we gotta try to do is potentially keep them from getting their power-ups on. So power-ups are interruptible. So I'm keeping an eye on one guy with a power-up, hoping that my team is also keeping their eye on a guy with a power-up. Alright. Well, we're causing them some trouble here. I'm actually surprised we lasted that long. We'll see. So now we'll kind of see if this... No, this didn't respawn. So, respawn. So what we're going to do... Now, we killed a bunch of them right there at the end, which means they've all respawned. And if they respawn and run to the south here, we're about to go and give them yet another update or upgrade, which I've done twice now. Alright, we'll see if we can get this one. And so as soon as we get it, okay, we'll get this put out, which is a... No, there's a stealther here. Didn't quite get it off. So they did a good job there. They pulled me out, and then God, so I might have missed something. I'm gonna go back on the video on that one. I did not see either one of them have an actual disable one, but I might just not have seen it as the people came in there at the end. But they disabled that node out from underneath us, and I'm not 100% sure if I just missed it. That's usually something I try to spot. Alright. Alright, we'll heal ourselves here. I am using actual healing here so that we can hopefully try to get that 350,000 in order to get the achievement. Okay, so now we will try yet again to capture this node, and it is not one that we're even have active, so let's go to the ship. Oh, nope. So he has an activate. Green is activate. So he will activate it, then we will take it, and then I will place mine. And I think we can get this done before the other team gets here, because they wouldn't have been running here from the very start, because this wasn't an active node from the very beginning. Now, he took off, which is fine. Not a problem. If you don't leave one person inside of the square, it'll go back to neutral. So one of us has to stay here, and I guess it's going to be me, which is okay. I do not mind being on essentially guard duty. So now what I'm doing is I am rebuffing myself just to get a few points of healing. So if you take away this 5% buff, so it takes me down to what, 128, takes me up to 131. So that's good for 3,000 healing points. Not the most healing points, but enough to maybe get us over that 350,000 spot. This one just got left empty? Holy cow. I can't believe that. We're gonna take it with like no time left, yeah. So if I would have been playing a little bit better and wouldn't have been standing back there self-buffing myself. Alright, we're gonna get this one though. Alright, we'll drop some heals on ourselves again. Just doing everything we can to go after that achievement. I don't think I get the full 11,000 that it popped up there. I think it only gives me credit for however many points of health that it does. Okay, so he probably has, yeah, he has to deactivate. And what he had was a move there that made it so I couldn't interrupt. So hopefully we can just kill him fast enough that maybe we can reactivate this node. I think SWTOR got the activate off, which means we have this node, but we haven't captured it yet. And I don't think we're going to. There, we got it. So the key there was we kept him out of the box, right? We knocked him back and we're able to alright, we need some heals. Heals. There we go. Attack me all you want now. I'm trying to get heals. So we knocked him out and stunned him in order to be the only ones inside of the box. They definitely have the upper hand on us here. Alright, we'll go with this guy. Go down and try to get the south. Healing ourselves as we go. I feel kind of good. I've had enough battles that I've been able to use my heals on that there's a good chance we're going to pick this one up. Hey, it's bad rotation. Remember him from yesterday. Mostly from him quitting, but he was not happy with some of our teams yesterday, so he would continually quit the matches. I did that too late. It's going to cost me. I don't think I can heal myself enough to get... Yeah, they got an interrupt on me. I was hoping to get... If that shield would have dropped, I could have got a... almost a full health heal on it. Let's go this way. The plus side, we are scoring double on this one, and we evened them here, which means we're actually catching up with them. We're going to pass them on this round. Actually, we got the south too. And probably wouldn't have used that, but a few extra points is good. Alright, we will buff ourselves, get a heal in, and then see what happens. So that was a good round for us. We went from down to being up. This is going to mostly come down to who can capture 2 of these 3. We only need 60 points. They need 115. So they've got this node. They've got 2. And they've actually put out a... he got me stunned before I stunned him. Now pushing me out doesn't do him a lot of good, to be honest. So all I can hope for here is I cause them enough pain to have to come over here and fight me. So that my team... No, we just lost all 3, so... I was hoping that my team would be able to get the other 2 while I was fighting over here, but... Oh well. Yeah, we did it though. So we got to 393,000 healing. So that is good. Did they have... Definitely had a couple people doing great on the... That's pretty even on objectives. We definitely had more damage, but they played the objectives better, which got them the win, which means they deserved it. Like I said, for me, I do like to win. Everybody likes to win. But the biggest downside is just less Valor, which is really what I'm trying to grind out here. So 7,000 to 9,000 seems to be about our range. A little bit less. I think that one was 6,900. So almost 7,000 for a loss. But we are itching up. We are 31,000 short of 93. Alright. We'll see how fast that actually pops up. And here we go again. Double chips. Alright, so we started at 1,009, so I must have had 9 chips left over from something. Maybe the past version of this, or they were in my inventory, or... So yeah, so here, I don't know if this is a bug. Okay, so there's the feeling lucky buff. Where is it at? Let's look here. Force Might. Yeah, this is acting funny. Because Feeling Lucky popped up. But I don't know if it popped up for me. Hold on, I gotta answer a chat. Maybe I wasn't standing close enough? Yeah, I got this on one of those other machines where when I was clicking on the machine, it wasn't actually activating. Okay, that one activated, I think. Alright, so at least we won something, but... So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. We'll try another machine when we come back out, or these are popping fast enough, we might just go back to the stronghold because we haven't really made much progress. I think we got 1 kingpin chip, which isn't horrible, I guess. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Again, my lack of a lot of playing, I don't recognize a lot of the names. So if we recognize any of the guilds. Nope. Don't recognize the guilds either. Alright, so what are we at? We are at 205. We need 31,000 more. Potentially 4 more matches. What are we at for our Valor boost? Hour 20 is probably 5. We could probably get 5, maybe 6 matches in. So we are still on pace to finish the 93 tonight, but definitely not as much progress as I was hoping. So my calculations may have been a bit off, and this is going to take a little bit longer than I thought. Alright, so they did a good job of jumping all over us there. Holy cow. I guess that's the disadvantage of being first out of the gate. Not sure why we haven't taken west yet. Unless they... unless they have sent a guy over there and are just harassing it. It's pretty impressive if they got a guy all the way over there to harass enough to not let a cap happen. Or I wasn't paying attention, maybe we just didn't send anybody there, which does happen sometimes. Yeah, I'm getting obliterated here. Although we are almost a cap south, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I think south is a lost cause. So we will try to get up here and find out why they can't get this one. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. Good players will just annoy you, right? They'll pop in out of stealth, or they'll do just everything they need to do to keep you from capping. And you're doing everything you can to, you know, to try to make it happen. But you know, if you're 2-on-1 like this, like if there was just a guy up here and he was by himself trying to fight these two guys off, that's annoying. But can't say I have high hopes for this one. I think they are about to wave spawn down here and both intercept us from coming back and or potentially run all the way to west and try to take it from us. Now sometimes you can get lucky if you get a team that is that aggressive to the point where they are trying to triple cap you. They'll sometimes leave something vulnerable and you can get in behind them, and yeah, these guys are doing tons of damage. If I remember right, I probably already have the number of deaths achievement in this one, but we're definitely making a run at it. What's that? 3? 3 already? So case in point, right? Somebody got in behind them. We're not going to capture it. They got back in time, but their aggressiveness could have cost them the node. It didn't, and they're going to get back here in time to keep us from doing anything about it. But yeah, so I've stunned him hoping that our team... Yeah, see, they went and took west from us. So their aggressiveness paid off in that regard, in that they actually took our node from us. But yeah, we're up against, definitely up against some people that can play, or we have people that can't. It's really hard to say, but they seem to be targeting well. Like you'll notice that I'll have a lot of health, and then all of a sudden they will, my health will just disintegrate, which means they are all switching targets at the same time, which is the right strategy. You just can't deal with that much damage all coming in at once. And they've got guys, like, so this is, I don't know if there's a stealth here, but this was 3-on-1, right? They should have been able to take that guy out. Yep. So basically we're just getting to the point where we can take one, but we lose the others to do it. Which is probably what this match is going to devolve to. So I think he's trying to use that for some line of sight. I didn't quite get him off there. I was trying to knock him off the cliff. What guild is he in? That Kurlax group seems to be doing alright. I see, that's a different... They're all different guilds, so... Now, just because they're in different guilds doesn't necessarily mean they're not playing together. They could still be in voice chat and they've just teamed up. Not saying that's what's happened. If you get a group that is in voice chat and organized, you know, they just call out somebody's name, everybody switches to that person and attacks them at once. and it just, the damage output is just insane. So what they're doing there is they're just attacking us as we spawn. This guy got back though. It's probably going to cost him his life, but it will save the node, right? Because all he has to do is delay us from capping until his teammates show up. And there they are. And now they will destroy me yet again. And here they come. Yeah, they're moving well. This team is moving well as a group. This will sometimes backfire on you. If you try to move around the map like this, sometimes you'll get yourself killed or not be able to get back in time in order to take a node, but they are definitely doing well, moving as a team. Yep, there they go. Look at them all rushing down the hill, right? So they're leaving themselves vulnerable, and then reacting to it. But they are reacting fast enough that it's working. So we're gonna lose one of those, right? The whole team is rushing over there to try to get the node. So we're at least gonna get some here. I don't foresee us winning this, but we technically have all three right now, I think. But like I said, that red wave is going to come in onto one of our two nodes, and probably, yep. So look at there goes west, right? And then here they all come, and they will take south from us. But we got them. I don't know, call it a moral victory. We did 3-cap them for a little bit, until they all come up here and kill us again. So here comes the pain. I don't think we can hold two long enough to... Okay, so this is good. Some of our guys went back up there. Like I said, sometimes it's not a matter of taking the node from them. It's a matter of making it so they can't leave the node. These guys are smart. They're making him fight down there, away from the node, and he is going to give his life for the team. And here comes the pain. So we'll see which one of us gets targeted next. Appears to be me, although I don't think the whole team has targeted me. They're not quite doing that amount of damage. They also probably quit attacking me because my shield went up. It might be too late. Let's see if I can live. So as soon as my shield dropped, you notice that they started doing a lot more damage to me, right? That's very smart play. The heals are coming in as fast as they're damaging me. We're losing east, but we took west. I'm not sure if I'm going to hold long enough here for us to keep south. The whole team is kind of coming in on south. So there, we lost west. Now in this match, you have to have 2 to do damage. So somebody just typed recap east, best comeback ever. Yeah, if we pull this off, it's going to be purely because of their aggressiveness. I think they are stronger than us, in all truth, but their aggressiveness has left them. So that knockback was mostly just to try to stop them from capping, because we still have 2. So we're doing damage to them, and they're not doing damage to us. So our 30 can stay there the entire match if it needs to. He came in. There they come. They're definitely coming after me there. And again, I was low on health. It was a good move. You know, if they can get me... West's in trouble. Okay, I'm going to go try to help West. So, see, this is that wave, right? Like, if he can hold on, I can probably get there and keep him from capping a little bit. Alright, well, I kept him from capping for a bit. So now they've got 2, and now our number's coming back down, right? Now the question is, what do we get back? Will they stay west or go east? We've got, looks like 3 going west, so I will try to join them. We've already got 3 at south. Don't think we have anybody east, which means not sure if they have anybody at east. We'll try to do the same thing to them, but we're not as organized. Alright, 1, 2, only 3 of them here. Alright, they're paying attention. Oh, now they took all 3. That was a fun match. We did better than we probably should have. Which is, I'll take it. Probably didn't deserve to get them down that low. Maybe they were toying with us. Like I said, sometimes it's about perception, right? My perception is, look at how good we did. They might have been, hey, let's let them take a couple and we'll take them back from us. Or take them back from them just to rub it in their face. $7,300 for a loss, that's pretty good. Yeah, look at that damage. Let's see how they did on healing. We had healing, that probably kept us in it. They had the top objectives, so. Good match. Good match, even in a loss. We got them to 34%. We'll take it as a moral victory. Is that what they say? Just got pinged by another guildmate. I will see if he wants to join us for some PvP. If you watched last night, it's Pandemic, who ran with us last night. Although I guess it's last night for this video, which I'll try to upload tonight, because it should have been a live stream tonight, but you might not view this till tomorrow, which would be Thursday, which would mean last night doesn't make any sense, if you followed that logic. Type in running PvP, you want in, and we will see if he wants to. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, that one's working. So yeah, I don't know what was actually happening in that other, on that other machine. Alright, let's see if we can get some chips in. Okay, so what we're trying to do here is just stockpile Kingpin chips. So up here on the screen you can see double chips, which means we get 2 back, so it's actually a win. Any win will give you 1 chip back, which means you lose 1 to play and then gain 1 back to win. Maybe that's why people are standing besides the machine. Maybe there's some kind of a range thing here that's causing problems. So what we're really doing here is right clicking and just kind of collecting chips. When I did this like the first couple of times, this is like hours and hours of clicking. Again, it's the cheaper way to do it. So you have to trade time for money. Then what I would do normally is open up like Netflix or Hulu or something on the other monitor, start up a movie, and then watch the movie while I just right click the button. Hold on, I'm typing. So he asked how war zones were. I think they've been pretty even. We've gotten some wins, we've gotten some losses. We may have lost a few more than we've won if we went back and did the count, but they're competitive. I don't think that we've been blown away a couple times. We got some blow away victories a couple times. So. Alright, a couple losses there. I guess it's time to go fight. Oh, Odessan is popping a lot tonight. So human nature is to try to read more into things that are actually there. Theoretically, the algorithm for which warzone we run is random. But random also means you could get the same warzone 10 times in a row. It's theoretically possible. So yeah, it does seem that we've gotten a lot of these tonight though. Alright, what are we at? 212! Inching up on that 93. So the other thing you'll notice that I do is self-heal myself. It's not just to be silly, it's actually building up these stacks of supercharge which allow me to do an ability. So that's done on purpose. You can spec into something that will make it so that your recharge will actually build stacks, but I don't like the other bonuses. The only time I've ever run that one is when I needed it for Isaacs, I think, when we were running Isaacs. It gave me a different ability or lowered my interrupt or something like that, which made it so that we could get through the interrupt phase a little easier. We have a talkative group. This group is just yelling in the chat. Not yelling, they're not typing in caps, but they are definitely typing over and over. Right, I'm going to go with him, see if he picks up the green. He does. So now we'll see which one he's going to go to. And so green's activate. Right, so we should be pretty clear here, but I will come over here. Alright, we want to get credit for the capture, so we'll stand in here. But what I was thinking is, I'll try to get here so that they can't come in on top of him. But alright, Pandemic seemed to be staying. He's pretty aggressive. I'm actually surprised. Okay, I guess nobody came to mid, so it means both teams are completely fighting over the north right now. So Pandemic and I, so they're 6 on 8 up there. That or the other team just isn't full. Yeah, our team's fighting up there. That's it. Those two guys died. Which is fine. If we keep that neutral and then we keep 2 of these, that means we're scoring points and they're not. Which we will take. So this is one of those that sometimes you give up your personal achievements and objectives and things for the good of the team. I mean, I'm getting objective points for holding this node, but I'm not getting my my heals, right? Like my 350,000 heals. I'm one of those away from the achievement of 50, which would be nice to get. Alright, we're about to get flooded here. So they were all up here at the top, which means both teams hopefully will come running down here. Hopefully I can hold this one before they all get here. Yep, alright, we got 2 captures so far. This is weird. I haven't seen an enemy yet. So not sure where they are right now. Okay, so this one's being activated over here. So somebody picked up an activate, which was us as well. Alright, well, that's our first enemy that we actually saw. This is gotta be one of the weirder Odessans that I've run. Alright, well this is what I expected to happen earlier, is if they were all fighting in the north there, having them all come rushing down on top of us makes a lot of sense. But they didn't, and so I was a little confused. Alright, they decided to target me there, or somebody did. We're not getting anywhere near 350,000 healing though. But at least we got some action. We'll see how long this fight stays, or if they're all gonna leave. Alright, so this is where it gets interesting, right? There's no fight here. Or there's no node here to capture. So there's the other two nodes. Now, if I can keep them here fighting, it means my team has a better chance of capturing the other nodes. They're gonna kill me, which is fine, but there's 4 of them here, right? So I don't feel too bad about having 4 of them in there fighting with me, if it actually means that they aren't attacking our node. Okay, it doesn't look like one is spawned down there. Alright, let's see if we can take this one from them. Yeah, they melted pretty quick. They got an activate, it looks like, down there. Deactivate. Alright, let's go play the I was going to say douche card. It's probably not the nicest thing to say. Yeah, we'll keep it. By the time we get there, there's not going to be enough points left to make it worth deactivating. We'll just get ourselves some stats here. And then we will watch to see if they capture a different one, we can deactivate it. Keep them from scoring some points. Keep shooting me, I need the heals. Using force barrier. So basically force barrier, you just have to sit and wait. Alright, let's go see if we can get a deactivate off here. Now if they're doing their job, well, we took that one. So let's go see if we can deactivate this one, which has a speed boost on it, so I think by the time I get there, it's not going to matter. Alright. We should win in this round. 600 is the... Alright. Let's pop all of our heals. So there's no way we... Yeah, 110,000. I didn't expect to get that one. This makes me happy. If you look, we're all in the same guild, and we played the objectives. I'll hook up Pandemic. They both voted for me. Yeah, so I probably screwed up. Sometimes you'll do something in a certain order, but I need the Valor more than they do anyway. That's the whole point of this stream. That is not a stream. The stream that isn't a stream. I wonder if that's a coined phrase. Maybe I can rank in YouTube searches under stream that is not a stream. I'm feeling a little rambly at this point. We will see. What do we got left on our boost? The boost is our timer for length of session. Because what I don't want to do is that timer runs no matter what you're doing. So if I'm not doing war zones, I don't want my Valor boost running. 6 hours seems extreme, running a 6-hour session. Yeah, we still got an hour left, cool. So I don't want to boost a second time and then waste some of that time. And now we'll stay here. So that's why I kind of put the 3-hour timer on it. Is the 3 hours allows us to get a good stream in, hopefully take the most advantage of the Valor boost, both the consumable and the event, and kind of stop in logical chunks. Over the weekend, if I can get the schedule to work, I might try to do like a morning and an evening version. That way I can do 2 different sessions in a single day. What are we at? It's 16,000 more. Theoretically, we could do that in 2 matches with wins, 3 matches with losses. Talk to my guild, I'll say 16k away from 93 Valor. So we've made good progress. When I originally came up with this road to 100 concept, I really did think I could do it in 7 days. That's looking less likely, just the rate that we're going. We've pulled in, where are we at, 148, so 150, 80,000, 70,000. So yeah, that is not going to be enough to do a level a night. We still have an hour to go, so we'll pick up some more. I think we could probably get 100,000, maybe 100 to 120,000 a night, which puts us at 2 streams per level. That'll give us 7, which would be 14 days if we did 1 a night. It's a holiday weekend, so might be able to pull 6 out on the weekend. 6 Thursday, 7 Friday is 8. I don't know. Could be close. Could be close and possible. We'll see. Alright, so we pulled that maneuver off correctly. So you notice what I did is I jumped down, knocked him back, instantly stunned him. If he would have stun broke, hopefully Pandemic would have also stunned him. And then we took the node out from under him. They were aggressive, so they were fighting back there in the door, trying to keep our team from... Let's go into healer mode here. See if we can just get some heals for our team. Because it is helping. I'll self-heal. No, stunned. There we go. But I'll heal this guy. That way I'm self-healing and picking up heals. So it is helping our team because it's keeping him alive. And it's getting me closer to my achievement. Alright, I'm about to go into self-heal mode now because they're attacking me. They might think I'm a healer, which is probably the thing I don't want. Healers tend to die quick because you want to kill healers. So the fact I was healing was probably signing my own death certificate, but well, that round went well. Okay, let's go this way. We are closer to this side. So each side spawned. The big fight seemed to be in the middle, which means where are people going to go? Which side are they going to go to? I saw a teammate running over here. Now he ran out. No, okay, no, he's hiding back there. I don't know. Oh, that poor guy. That's frustrating. He didn't stand much of a chance on that one. Alright, he's got an activate, so if we can kill him. Not sure why they're fighting out here. Let's see if we can heal our guildmate here. Keep him alive. We get heal points. He gets the thing. We activate. And everybody wins. I need to stick my nose in here so they're attacking me though. Because my self heals are what's gonna really get me the heal points. So I want them attacking me. As weird as that sounds. Alright, here they come. Alright, so they are attacking me, which is doing damage to me. But at the same time, my self heal was healing me. And if I can keep myself alive long enough for my shield to drop, I'll get another big chunk of heals. And I did not. So, my perception, and again I talk about this a lot. I do talk about perception being a lot of it. My perception, this is an aggressive team that is just trying to kill us, right? Like they're definitely getting after things. So this is gonna hurt my healing attempt because now since I activated this, I really should guard it. Otherwise we won't get the points, because if I walk out of it, it goes back to neutral. So I guess we'll do this. We will just buff ourselves and then heal ourselves back up. Try to pick up a few heal points that way. And then maybe the fight will come to us. If the fight comes to us, then we hopefully will get some more heals. I did get hit pretty hard. Oh, this guy's not full. There we go. We'll heal him up. In those last fights, so maybe it's enough to get me to 350. Not sure. But we're definitely out of the fight for this round. Hopefully we can get into the fight next round, and then that will help our quest. I believe, if I have a good memory, I am sitting at 49 out of 50 for the achievement on Odessen. Alright, let's see where now, a strategy I like to use here is not jump down right away, because then you can come down here. Team player in me is losing me potentially my heal thing, but maybe they'll come and attack me here. But so we were both standing there, right? Which means we could go to either or. If you jump down, then you'd have to run around, and that would be less efficient to get back here. Alright, I guess we'll just keep doing this and hope. So if you didn't see this before, all I'm doing is removing my fortification, and it's about 3,000 health every time I do that. So theoretically, if I do this 100 times, I would get to 300,000. He's gonna hurt me if he keeps healing me like that, because I don't want him to heal me. But the other downside to, we just took 3, which means, and we've got to speed up. We're gonna blow through this last 100 pretty quick, so I don't know. I think this is gonna be close. So it's really gonna depend on how much damage did they do to me in that one big fight that would allow me to, like, if they just laid into me. Quit healing me. Don't. Stop. 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 If I get really close, no, I wasn't even close. 250. So if I was made it to like 340 something, I would have been upset. We didn't get the most objective points though, so we did what we were supposed to do to help win the match. Who voted for Pandemic last time, right? I'll vote for SWTOR this time. Oh, I got one. So that was a good match. I forgot to look at the conquest, but a win has been getting us between 8,000 and 9,000, so we'll make the assumption that that's where we were at. We needed what, 16k? We can do the rough math and see where we end up at. 1 to 2 more to 93, and then we grind through 93. But yeah, I'm thinking if we can get to, we get a level per 6 hours. I don't know. That'd be a long grind for one event. But we will see. Oh, SWTOR left. Alright, yeah, he said he was done. Again, I apologize that I'm not showing you guys the chat. As I said a number of times, my goal is to try to keep this stream as clean as possible, and in doing so, the language can sometimes get a little foul in chat, especially in PvP. Yeah, so here's another one. That one didn't work. Right? Machine's not doing anything, but it's also not costing us currency. So we're at 992. I just wonder if there's a bug. Alright, so let's do this. We'll just use the speeder. I'll show you where the other one is that I like to use, so we'll just shoot back down here. And there is another place that you can gamble. I just don't think you can buy the chips there, if I remember correctly. Oftentimes it's less crowded. I think partially because people don't know about this spot, and partially it's less convenient, right? If you can't buy chips here, then you have to go back and forth. But since we bought 1,000, that's not a big deal. So down here, on this side, we've got the Smuggler's Luck machines, and then across the way, we've got the Kingpin machines, right? So we got both here. Casino Cashier. Oh, I don't remember this being here in past versions, so you can buy chips here now. But you notice that, you know, there was a handful of people at the other one. There's nobody at this one. So it can be a quieter place to participate in, especially if you are having some lag, or if other players, characters in the area slow your rendering down. It's sometimes nice to get out of a group. Now you'll notice it is during the week, and this event has run a number of times, so I think people are less into it. The first time this event ran, you'd have sometimes not even be able to get to a machine. There'd be people at every machine, which was pretty crazy looking. A lot of people crammed into that casino. And that's from memory. Oh, we should fix this. Let's go to this. Which one is that? Let's go to War Zones. There it is. Yavin scorecard. Let's move over so it's in the same spot as the rest of them. That doesn't look bad. We'll save that. There we go. I got it over a little farther. Mentioned, I think it was last night we got this for the first time. Since I had never run it, I had never seen that was off, at least from where I like to put them. I think we got out first. Mostly it doesn't matter. I mean, it being over here doesn't matter much, but it kind of gets it out of the way. Keeps the center of the screen open so I can kind of see what's going on. Alright, finished building our stacks. Let's see what Pandemic's going to do. Is he going to run through and try to... Right, they're cutting around to try to stop us from capping. And there's the stealther. Oh, that was a good move. I don't know if you guys saw that. They pulled me back here to keep me away from the cap, right? So we'll fight them. Try to keep an eye back here, make sure they're not trying to cap out from underneath us. Because that could be what they're doing, is trying to stack up there. I'm not sure why pulling me. Oh crap, I'm not paying attention to my own health. So that's the downside of a couple of things. One, talking, but two, I was paying attention to this and I really wasn't looking at my own health. That was a bad rookie mistake. Alright, what's our team doing? They have that one. We're trying to take this one. So what I try to do is try to figure out where am I going to be the most useful, right? We have a lot of people in here, but so do they. They definitely are fighting effectively. They moved me around and pulled me around to the point where I wasn't very effective at all. Now I guess they've got a stealther in here, because that's what they were doing before. That was a good move. So he rolled over to try to move quickly, which made it so that he was in line to stop me from capping. We seem to have this one under control though. And now we will go, I'm not going to go to that one. So now we have to go and try to get the second one. This is where it can get a little disorganized in that. So this guy shouldn't be attacking that guy, right? He should be back here capping, although he was healing. So now if they can delay them from getting in on top of us, we will be able to take this one as well. Okay. So really, now that's the right move. I think he's a healer. So I will take a healer leaving. I think it's probably more useful for the team to have the healer with the group helping. Alright, I'm not sure what he was doing there. I guess he was trying to see if I was paying attention. Oh, he's got the fast cap thing as well. Alright, I have called out twice and my team did not come, and he's probably going to cap it. My first call wasn't probably the smartest call. I just said 1 east. I don't know if these things have names. Hopefully a teammate got there in time. We will see. Looks like they did. But then again, so, yep, okay. My call helped. I was getting a little frustrated in that it didn't feel like anybody was coming. But thankfully they did. And then we were able to hold this one. And I'm back on guard duty. Which again, is fine. I don't think I'm going to get the 400,000 healing on these anyway, on this character, so I would rather have the Valor win than the healing achievement. Does this one have a name? Relics turret. Let's look here. Jungle turret. And mid. Oh, everybody calls that one mid. I don't know if this is what other people call this. I haven't run Yavin enough to know if they have slang names, right? Like when we're playing the Civil War one, it's grass and snow. Everybody calls them grass and snow because one is in the grass and one is in the snow. For this one, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the slang names are, so I'll probably have to pay more attention to callouts. Hopefully, mid keeps them busy and nobody comes over here. Not sure if I should call it relic or keep calling it east. East seems at least self-explanatory, right? Like everybody should understand east, whereas if you didn't know it was called relic, you might not know. Now theoretically, oh, we just triple capped him. Theoretically, if I call out and you're at mid, you should know which one I'm calling out, so, but who knows. I'm just speculating and filling time here in chat. Again, this is taking place, I'm recording a video, so it's taking place of the live stream, so I don't actually have live stream chat of people asking me questions. Okay, so somebody else just called out one west and then two, so maybe west and east is what's used. We'll go with that for right now. It's funny, sometimes just out of sheer luck you'll get like a stealther running up and you'll drop that on top of them, and then all of a sudden they're revealed. They probably think you're cheating, but sometimes you just get lucky. Try to drop them in areas where they have to walk through, right? Well, looks like we lost it, but I think the damage was done there. Us having 3 for a while definitely built us a lead at this point. So, alright, now we need to keep an eye open, because if they're not going to attack west, we could potentially be the next target. So he's probably cutting underneath. There is a power-up under there that I discovered. I didn't discover it. Everybody probably knew it was there, but first time I ran under there. There's a fast cap power-up, so you can potentially capture a point quicker if you can get there without anybody attacking you. So if they try to push back, we might not actually see anybody, in that the team might, if they're all over at the west side, they could come underneath. That can be a strategy and try to get this one. They could try to take mid, or our team might try to push back and retake the west, and that would keep them over there, right? Because you can't abandon the one you have, otherwise you'll lose it. Well, we are going to rock in objective points in this one. Our other stats are going to be horrible, but that's alright. I got plenty of, so, you know, I capped this out, right? You get to 8, which is all the valor you're going to get from medals. So that's fine. And victory. Those are the 2 things I want for valor, so I will take it. So I did call out there. It looks like they were already on their way over, because 3 of them arrived before. There's no way that they came on my call. I'm gonna say thanks. There we go. So there's a selfish reason you do that. One, it's good to do. You know, could I have held off one guy? Probably. Can I win a one-on-one fight? Sometimes. But if I call these kind of things out, then they know that I'm the one that was guarding. And then I maybe get some MVP votes for being the sacrificial guard. And that gets me, with the bonus experience now, that gets me 150 Valor points. So while it's not purely selfish, it is definitely pseudo-selfish. I don't know what he's doing though. He decided not to come over here, I guess. I'm not sure why. Potato Pants attack. Not sure if that's supposed to be all one thing or not. Cool name though, Potato Pants. If you ever see this video, thank you for coming to my rescue. And great name. I don't know if he's... Oh, no, he's Potato Pants of the Attack Legacy, I guess. Oh, it's a she. I apologize, Potato Pants, for assuming Potato Pants was a male name. It was obviously a female name, and I'm not sure what I was thinking. Alright, this one is well in hand. So hopefully my sacrifice for the team is noticed and it gets us some MVP votes. It may not, which is fine as well. But overall, not the most exciting match. Well, we have probably the same guy attacked us a couple of times. We had a good fight at the beginning in the center. Which means somebody else had to guard while we were doing that potentially, so we can take our turn. Oh, that's our first win. I forgot about that. Yeah, we have lost this, or I had lost this one like 3 times in a row on every one that we actually did. Holy cow, I didn't even get the most objective points. 19,000 defender points, 25,000. I bet you they were at mid the whole time. Good for them. Where's Pandemic? We'll give him the vote. They deserve it. Oh yeah, no kidding. Big heals and the most objective points. I will surrender MVP votes to that. So 8,500. Would have been nice to get a couple more, but not a big deal. Oh, 4. That's 3. That's 600. Juicy Valor points that we did not get. Oh well. But they did the right thing, right? Like if the healer was over where I was guarding by themselves, that's detrimental to the team. Me being in mid fighting is probably less value than that healer being at mid healing everybody on the team, making them more effective. So I'm not saying they should have traded me. They were definitely doing the right thing and helping our team win, so I will happily give them the spot. Alright, so we don't want to do the Kingpin machine. Oh, we're not at a Kingpin machine. Let's see if these work better than the ones... Well, at least this one works. Alright, what's that put us at? Oh, we are so close. 236, 024, and 460. We are 436 points. Valor from 93. So I typed 436 Valor from 93 into guild chat. There's still 2 other people in the guild on. Alright. Oh, we got another Kingpin chip. So I think it puts us up to 3. Which isn't too bad. How many have we used up? So we're coming up on 20 of these chips that we've used up. So that's a good drop rate so far. I think earlier in the stream I said I was getting 1 every 15 or 20 on average before. I'm not sure if they've changed it or I've just got a lucky streak, because it is random, right? like in this 20 I got 3, maybe in the next 20 I don't get any. Let's get in the queue before the timer ends. But you can see, so, you know, 20 chips at 2,000 a piece is 4,000, what, 40,000 credits. So I'm 3 chips at 40,000 as opposed to 1 chip at 75,000. Definitely more economical. Just time consuming. Alright, what are we at for Valor boost bolster? 24 more minutes on our Valor boost. So we'll call this a good run. So after this match, I'm gonna go ahead and open up, I guess I'll just open up Excel. I'm gonna keep track of wins, losses for each level. Okay, so this will be for 93. Because I'm curious, I want to kind of keep track of, as we go through this, how many wins and losses it takes us to actually get through a level. And then armed with that information, we can do some extrapolating and figure out if this is a doable goal to try to pull this off in this event. Either way, we're going to keep going, even if it's mathematically not going to happen. I am happy to just keep streaming. Alright, so everybody in this match essentially did the same thing. We all rushed out, tried to push each other back, tried to stun each other so that we could take the spot, and it did not work. Now I see a lot of heals going out on our side. That's a good sign. I'm not sure if he's a healer or not. Not sure why I drew so much aggro there. Oh, it's Potato Pants. That was our friend from the last match. Alright, we got 1 turret. Now let's try to figure out. So I'm going to line of sight that guy so he can't attack me. He definitely seems to want to attack me though. I'm not sure why. What I have done to piss him off. Alright. He's got me now because I've burnt pretty much all of my... Yeah, they're going to take us here. I've burnt every single one of my cooldowns. So yeah, what was it? Yusuf? Where is he? Yeah, Yujif definitely was out for me. And again, that's my perception. He may have just been attacking me because I was standing closest to the center thing and he thought I was going to try to cap it. You never quite know. But my team held long enough. Let's see if he immediately attacks me again. Okay, so he doesn't have me targeted. He's got somebody else targeted. Who kept themselves alive pretty well. So they are definitely swarming here in mid. Yeah, so he stayed targeted on that guy. So he didn't instantly switch to me as soon as I showed up. I've had matches where that's happened, where like every time I came around a corner of a like a void star, everybody would stop attacking who they were attacking and kill me, and then I would do it again and again. Not sure if I made somebody mad or oh, I can't get there. So they did take center. Jeez. I just got hammered. So for whatever reason, they have put a high priority on mid. I'm a little worried about this one, so I think we will run over there because I'm guessing that whole team came out south and is heading over there to try to take it back. Or I could be wrong. They could be over trying to take ours, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But again, they have incomplete information, right? They don't know how many we have at each one. We look pretty good here. I think they've got that under control. I will work my way back. They should have that under control. 2-on-1. They should be able to take that. So I'm guessing SWTOR here. Either that or they are super aggressive. So what's going to happen here? I'm going to click on this. Somebody's going to come out of stealth and interrupt me. Or their entire team went over to try to take ours. So this is where aggression sometimes will hurt you. In this particular case, they didn't leave anybody to guard. Now, they might take this one from us, because if their whole team is over there, potato pants. Sorry about the sound there. Hotkey went off a little bit weird. Yeah, we did all right in that exchange. Having Pandemic here was nice. So I've been stunned 3 times now, so I have nothing left to get out of it. Alright, let's get ourselves some health here. So if will keep attacking me, it's definitely good for me because it builds up stacks of healing. Didn't appear that he did though. Now on this one I've met all of the healing achievements. At this point I'm only healing because if you get enough heals it'll unlock medals, and medals are Valor. We're at 7. I'm guessing we should be able to get to 8 without much trouble. But they are about to obliterate me. I have no cooldowns left. Stunned again. Let's see if I can heal myself for as long as I can live, but there's no way my off heals. Oh, I couldn't get to him. Somebody, there we go. I think somebody got him. My off heals are going to keep up with their damage on me because I'm not a healer. Now, a good healer who's healer spec can absolutely keep up healing on the damage that 1 or 2 people are doing to him. Maybe not that many, but there's many that are attacking in there. So now what it comes down to is, can they kill us faster than we can get back? Because if they can take the turret back. If they can't... Alright, so that's his big shield. If I can kill him before it drops... Nope. What we could have done was... if you can kill it before it drops, then he doesn't get the heal on that particular shield. Looks like we lost one. But again, we are in pretty good shape here. Feel bad shooting potato pants. We were friends in the last match. But it is a war zone. And I'm guessing, yep, there's a Sork. We'll try to interrupt that. Didn't get it off. That's their healer. If we can keep their healer from healing. Our healer ran away. But again, that's fine. If the healer isn't healing, if they're running for their lives, then it gives them a disadvantage. Okay, so I waited for the second stun there because then that gave me a resolve bar. You notice that around my name it turned white, which makes it so that they can't stun me again, at least until that wears off. Then I'm vulnerable again. But if you use your stun breaker on the first, then it will use up and then they stun you again and there's nothing you can do about it. But if you wait for the second, if you can live through it, that can be a good way to actually get yourself back into the fight. I'm not sure how much of their team is here. It feels like all of them, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one up there. It's 5. Good chunk of them anyway. I like it when they group up and you can just area attack. Alright. We got our heals off for that one, so that'll help our healer out a little bit. Somewhere I think there's a healer on our side. Won't be enough though. I'm going to die. Die again. Let's try to escape. Whoosh. Nope. Potato Pants is after me. Potato Pants is not happy with me. Not sure why. I thought we were friends, Potato Pants. That's the end of the match. We did live though, which was nice. Oh, good there. We're gonna. He stole their. Oh crap! I forgot to do Pandemic. He stole their turret from him, so that's why I went ahead and gave him one. Pandemic hooked me up, and now I left him hanging. I actually feel bad. So, apologies, Pandemic. 284 healing. Not too bad for as slow as that one kind of started out. This is interesting. They got a lot more kills than we did, right? They had that aggressive push, but then we slipped in behind them and took all the turrets. So let's check objectives. Yeah, so we had the top 4 objectives versus they had the top kills. So just a different style in play. And I talk as if they had some kind of master plan in doing that. They didn't. A lot of times it's just 8 people who have randomly queued together, all kind of trying to assess the situation and make a decision, and sometimes it appears aggressive, right? Like, it's not my place to tell somebody, you stay here and guard while I go attack. That's not fair. So it's every person's decision if they want to attack or guard or anything like that. Hopefully Pandemic got that one. That popped pretty quick. We didn't even click on a machine. But that's okay. Back to Hutball. Pandemic's good at Hutball. Far better than I. I just point gun and shoot. Alright, well this is already going, so we backfilled into this one. So it looks like, because they are losing, they're losing 2-0 here, it appears. People have left, people have quit. Usually when you're in a group, you tend not to backfill as much. But, yeah, I believe this is going to be a quick one. Alright, but we are at 93, so we will take this loss and put it in our Valor thing. There's a couple ways to look at this. Way number 1 is, yeah, they're just obliterating us. Way number 1 is this is going to be a quick match, right? So even though it's a loss, if I get 7,000 Valor in 5 minutes versus 9,000 Valor in 15 minutes, I'll take it. They've got themselves set up, it looks like, to where they're keeping us busy here. They got one guy down at the ball. They pass it up to the guy up on the ledge. I didn't hear a second pass, so he probably just runs it up. But that's fine. Since a loss here appears to be a foregone conclusion, we will just play the... We'll see what we can get for medals. Maybe 5 medals. We're definitely not going to get our losing 7,000 Valor on this. I just don't think we'll get enough medals. And even since we've come in, it looks like somebody else has quit. We haven't actually died yet, which is kind of surprising. I would have expected to have died by now. Now, are these all in the same guild? This impresses me. I have no idea how they run around that much, because I sure am not good enough to do it. That running back and forth and... Alright, they seem to be clearing us out here, so I wonder if I'm going to finally die. Who knows? Well, the pains of backfills. Okay, well we got 4,000 Valor, but it went quick. I'm gonna guess, yeah, this team didn't kill anybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe they started short-handed, and then one person left, so we backfilled into it. I came in late and ended up with our most damage, but yeah, that was just because I was area attacking. That was a weird one. Alright, but we're gonna put it down in our spreadsheet as a loss. So that's our first loss. Definitely lower though. A normal loss would get us 6,000 to 7,000, and that only got us just short of 4,000, but that's okay. Stats tend to work themselves out over time, so yeah, it'll average out. That 3,000 versus 7,000 won't make a huge difference. So I just typed "that was interesting" into group chat because that was weird. So yeah, I'm not sure what it felt like in that one, and again, I don't have the data because I wasn't there at the beginning. It definitely felt like they were short-handed when that match started. We came in, it was already 2-0, and they had pushed the team back to their own spawn point. Which, if you're fighting a team that's good, they were definitely organized, so I'll give them credit for that. But they're also organized and up 2 players. It's not a surprise. There were 9 total people on our team, which means at some point at least one person started and quit, because you can only have 8 on a team. So to get 9 on our list means that somebody dropped out. Again, doesn't mean they dropped out because of frustration. It could have been a disconnect. It's hard to say. Yeah, sometimes when you get that instant pop like that, you're like, oh, this is probably a backfill. When you're solo queuing, you see that more. Because we're teamed, I didn't think about it as much. And just because it instantly pops doesn't mean it's a backfill. It could just be that you just got in at the right time. But yeah, that was definitely interesting. Alright, we got 7 more minutes on our boost. We are at 2 hours and 58 minutes. If we get one more here, hopefully a win, we will be 1 win and 1 loss into 93. So we are, so, gosh, we did get that win. Okay, just for my data tracking purposes, I am going to put 1 win on my spreadsheet because we were 400 away from 92 or 93. Which means the vast majority of that win went into the 93, all but 400 of it. So we're going to count that first win that got us to 93 as part of this data set. I think it'll be more accurate that way. So unofficially, we are 1 win and 1 loss into 93 right now. And we are at 12,000, which gives us an average of 6. But that one was a pretty low yield on that last match. So. The other thing that's probably going to happen on this match is, with only 7 minutes left, 5 minutes left, 6 minutes left now, the Pandemic said that was his first loss, and it was a big loss. So it is going to skew our stats a little bit just because it's a little bit low, especially with only 2 data points so far. All right. We'll pay attention to how much different this one is. Unless this is a blowout win or loss, oh, this isn't looking good. So I got in chat, I got the Warzone shutdown sequence aborted, which means our team is slow to fill. Although this is an Odessan, which means the team should theoretically fill pretty evenly, unless there's like 2 groups of 4 on the other side or something like that. Seen him tonight. I don't recognize any of the other names. So what I was about to say is, there's no way we'll get through this in 5 minutes. Even a blowout loss would be, or win would be quicker than that. Not to mention that we got a minute before it starts. So this match is definitely going to be one that's not going to be on the boost. So we'll take a look and see what that is. Now, this boost is only a 25% boost. So the boost here, I don't know if it'll let me into that panel. No. The plus 200% boost that we're getting from the double XP, double CXP, double Valor event is by far more valuable than my consumable boost. The consumable boost is a nice little bonus, but that is not the driving force behind our big Valor numbers. So even if that runs out, it'll have less of a giant impact on our total Valor numbers. Alright, let's rock and roll. We also still need 1 heal. 1 heal, or 1 350,000 heal for this particular one. So we will see if maybe we can achieve that. Well, that's not a good sign. They were quick, which means nobody ran to the mid. Where's our team at? They all came here. Alright, well, we got this well guarded. Alright, let's see if we can... Alright, well, this is good. We already have a doubling points, and then he just put a speed boost on it, which means we are going to score twice as much as them in this particular round. But we're not doing ourselves any favors towards our healing goal. Alright. Since there were 2 other people there, let's go ahead and go make a nuisance of ourselves. We're going to get right in the middle here so they attack us. Because our big heals come from these things, right? They come from our ability to self-heal. So all that damage is now being absorbed by my heals. I don't know why they keep pushing me out. Doesn't really gain them a whole lot, but so be it. If we can stay alive long enough for our shield to drop, that's another heal. That was 36,000 points of heal. And now we're going to die. But we definitely picked up some heal points on that one. Now, unfortunately, those all have pretty long cooldowns. So let's see. Right, there's no power up there. So the question is, they were all in center there. Will they go north or south? Our team definitely went south. And we'll see if we beat them here or not. Okay, this match is definitely not going the way I expected it to. Alright, here they come. So there's 1 and 2. We'll put our back to this. I probably should have ran out there and tried to knock one of them off. That can be a good move to do. As they kind of come up that ramp, you knock them off and you can knock them over the edge. So he's got the shield on, so we go to area attack because the area attack won't heal him. And now the shield drops, we go back to... Oh, and I should pay attention to my own health. Hey, it's bad rotation. A name we recognize. Get back in. Good job. Alright, we'll see if they chase me or not. So what they're trying to do, I think, is to stop us from getting back here. Which is a good move, because this is the only place scoring points right now. Probably shouldn't have used that. We'll see. See if I can stay alive long enough. Because that shield doesn't heal me, so we'll heal ourselves, but I don't think I'm going to live long enough for it to drop. So for that shield to heal me, it has to drop off, right? Let's see if there's any power-ups active down here. Don't see the icon. So what that means is somebody picked up that or that power-up, and then they actually haven't used it yet, right? We left poor Pandemic to guard. He activated it, he guards it. Me and Silt. Maybe it's short for silent? I don't know on that one. Alright, so we're about to get hammered, I'm sure, here, and we'll hit our healer. Definitely try to get ourselves some... interrupt that. And then if we can interrupt again... kinda. I think we got it off in time. Yeah, we got that stun off in time that also interrupted his slice. So what he was trying to do is slice that. I can get a speed up. And so we interrupted it once and then stunned him the second time. Oh, I'm glad I didn't get that off. I would have wasted it. Alright, where are we at? Let's go to the ship. Which those two guys we just fought will most likely come here. New active control points. We're actually doing quite well. As far as at least score. Now we've lost our Valor boost, the 25%. Okay, that guy made a mistake. You don't ever want to leave. Let's see if we can get back in, because you'll stop scoring. It looks like they got a deactivate off. Again, maybe I'm not paying attention. I didn't see it, which is a little frustrating. Because then you can't interrupt it if you don't know they have it. Get a couple little extra heals in here. Oh, we interrupted. Maybe that's why I didn't see it. Or we just disabled that. At least that's what I would guess. Alright, let's go into heal mode. Just see if I can heal this guy. Turn myself into a healer. Alright, who needs heals? I'll heal Pandemic. Well, they ran away. I'm not sure why we're fighting in here. This isn't even a control point, but so be it. Alright, let's heal ourselves. Let's see if we can cause some more trouble. Not feeling like I've gotten enough heals in to actually get the 350,000. This guy's pretty good. Bad rotation. Alright, keep attacking me. Nope, he didn't fall for it. Now he'll probably complain in chat about 3-on-1, which isn't really fair. That is actually true. But it is part of the game. Please attack me! Attack me! Alright, that's good. Get my health nice and low. Pop that healer. Alright, where do you think they are? We have people at every node right now.
Control points active. Don't let your opponent take what's yours.
Where are they attacking? There's one. Attack me! Attack me! Do lots of damage. There we go. That's what I want. At least if I can keep myself alive long enough to get my shield to drop. Yep, it did. So that got me a good chunk of health. And if this guy is just going to slowly attack me, we'll heal for as much as we can. What did I get to? 353! Alright, that should... Yeah, a Destin Proving Grounds Master Healer. So let's move this over here. So 50 different war zones where I got 350,000 healing. So 6,000 Valor for a victory, which means what did we get for medals? I didn't see. We did okay. Where's Pandemic? We don't leave Pandemic hanging. There we go. How did we do? 1,353,000. Definitely okay on objectives. Didn't get a ton of medals. Our kill count was a little low. So again, just as an observation, they were definitely out damaging us. They had the top 2 damagers. They definitely killed us more. They had more heals than we did. But we played the objectives. Oh my goodness. I didn't see this before. We won 600 to 598. We won by 2 points. That was... I'm going to have to watch this one back. I didn't realize it was that close. Holy cow. We eked out a win there. That is awesome. Alright, it's going to kick me out here in 1 second. There we go. So, thank you for joining the live stream that was not a live stream. I'm hoping to get this uploaded on Wednesday night. I'm probably not going to do any editing on it. I want to treat it very much like it was a live stream, which means I'm just going to leave it raw, not go back and fix stupid things I said or stutters or different things like that. I'm going to transition over to the logo here. Thank you for watching. We're going to keep doing this until this event runs out, so it's a 10-day event, and happy to have you as part of the channel. If there's any content you'd like to see after we get through with this PvP series, I'm happy to move on to other stuff. Definitely keep an eye on the channel for other things. If there's SWTOR specific questions you have, drop them in the chat or the comments below. I'm happy to try to get some videos out on content that you guys want to see. So thank you for watching. We'll transition over. Don't forget to like, share, sub, and subscribe. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you think. And we will see you guys tomorrow night, where hopefully whatever the issue with our upstream data will be resolved. So I'm going to transition out here, go silent for 20 seconds to put the end cards up, and wish you guys all a good night.